What's up everyone and welcome to the video. So today I'm going to be showing you guys just some kind of basic skirmishes, but they're going to be on an undergeared mage. They're on my Arc Mage and he's pretty much fresh 110. He's got a few artifact traits, but he's got no honor talents and very little gear. So kind of walk you through the process and show you guys how you can still kind of win skirmishes when you got minimal resources. Okay, yeah, so the first game here against the Feral and BM Hunter. Now the target here is pretty much going to be the BM Hunter, simply because if it comes down to a 1v1 situation, that's how I kind of determine. A Feral is going to be easier to kite out than a BM Hunter's pets. Even though we can't really CC the Feral, I'm just kind of relying on going for some hard bursts on this Hunter and just burst him down, and that'll be much easier to get through than, Feral's wall and bear form. So the talent setup I'm actually taking here is going to be Mirror Images and Nether Tempest, simply because I'm going to be the squishy target in this setup. So if they're going on me, I want to be able to still kind of put out a decent amount of damage while kiting around and running around the map. So here we kind of go into the invis, basic opener, waiting for him to get to the center of the map so we can just open up with some hard damage, but we're staying near the edge. So that way if we do get kicked or anything, or if the Feral pops out on us, we have an easy getaway. So I pop my mark on him, put my dot up, and then pop clones, and then kind of wait back to see if the Feral pops me, and if he doesn't, I'm just kind of going straight in for some damage and just hopefully bursting through this guy's turtle, which he doesn't even end up doing, so it's not that big of a deal, but he had enough bleeds on him where he probably would have died anyways. Then we just finish it off and clean up house. So this game here is a similar setup, except instead of a BM Hunter, we're facing a Marchman Hunter. Now this one, the opener didn't go exactly that great. I blink in, get the dot up with the charge up, just to get some free damage rolling on this Hunter right away. And my partner pretty much opens up on this Hunter right away, but I'm kind of dilly-dallying around and not really doing anything, which is a big mistake. As soon as my partner goes in, I should have been kind of there with them, pumping out some damage, and I should have been at least, way more range to avoid that disorienting shot. And basically, by the time I got my Lunith off and my damage rolling, my partner's pretty much dead, and there's no way I'm going to turn this around or pull off any kind of kill in this situation, because the Hunter's still at high health and I got the Feral on my tail and I'm pretty much out of defenses with Greater Invis and Ice Block on. So the third match here is against the infamous Subtlety Rogue team. Now the best tip I can give you against this is you must run Nether Tempest. That is pretty much 100% must. Nether Tempest not only keeps them dotted up so they can't get a free re-stealth, they also keeps them in combat. So here, instead of roaming out, I'm trying to stay around my DK. They get the sap off and I like to kind of search for them for a little bit because I still got time on my invis, but I end up not finding them. So on the second sap here, I just charge it and do an Arcane Explosion to get them out. Luckily enough, I find one and I dot him up instantly. That's the first priority, is to get him dotted, and he cloaks it instantly. So I mean, he's pretty much primed for the kill, and also as soon as this Subtlety Rogue opens on me for whatever reason, he's cloaking offensively. So pretty much from here on, we got 2 killable targets. Doesn't really matter who we go on, and they're easily killable. The only downside is right now I have no blinks, so I can't really hard cast, so I'm just popping my arcane power and doing as many instant cast spells as I can, because I don't want to waste time trying to juke around these guys, especially with all the stuns that they got, and between that and the blow of silence and the other one opening up. So pretty much get the opening, hard cast on him, but by then the other rogue is already dead. And as long as you can get cloaked down and at least get one of these rogues down before you die, you should be in pretty good shape. So here we got 3s. Now in 3s I usually like to run Runa Power along with the Overpowered, just because I'm so undergeared. This will give, even as undergeared as I am, this will give me kill potential. So basically at this, we don't really know who we're going to go. In 3s skirmishes you can't really set up, or can't always rely on setting up with your partner to go on just a focus target, so I charge in, try and get the rogue out with Arcane Explosion, but this pally just stuns and pops the wings to go offensive on me for whatever reason. And my Fire Mage pops combust, he's pumping damage into him, and I don't know why, but this pally just bubbles out of nowhere at 70%. So he's pretty much an easy kill at this point, and I put my mark on him, put Runa Power down, blink away, and just pump damage in this guy. And even though he's behind the pillar, I still got displacement, so I displace back and get the counter spell. And then just pretty much, he's dead at that point. I still had a missile charge, and I got plenty of damage to solo him off if I had to, but my Fire Mage partner comes in and just helps me finish him off. So the best thing about skirms and threes is, if you don't know what to kill, if it seems like an impossible comp, always account for people kind of messing up their cooldowns and not playing, as on a high professional level. They're not going to be rotating their cooldowns like a perfect team. So here we got a similar setup with another Holy Pally against a Demon Hunter and a Tank Brewmaster. So basically on the start here, I'm kind of thinking the same thing, thinking we'll be able to kind of kill this Pally, but I don't want to charge in on them right away. So I'm kind of waiting, seeing if anybody will peek out, and luckily enough, the melee just kind of start charging across the map, and they want to go Mongo on their healer. So probably the Demon Hunter in his meta form to peel him. And at this point, I'm just kind of building up my stacks, waiting for a good setup on the Pally to get him out somewhere where we can burst, and keep my missile stacks rolling. So here I actually blink in, and I want to lay down a Rune of Power, but I realized I didn't put Rune of Power on my action bars. But it doesn't matter, I just place back, and this Fire Mage is pretty much getting his bubble again right off the bat. So right out of the bubble here, I'm putting down my Mark of Luneth on him right away, and maybe that was a mistake because I did blink in a really bad position. I try and blink for the CS, and I do get it, but it was kind of a sloppy blink CS. But luckily here the Pally is going around the pillar, and I can displace back and keep him in my line and just pump a couple missiles into him to help finish the kill. So I hope you guys enjoyed these clips. I know it's kind of late in the week to release this video, but I've been wanting to do it for a lot of weeks now, and I figure better late than never. So hope you learned a couple things from these, and yeah, till next time, this is Sparta out.